Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 41 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. I am getting logged in and just jumping all over the place, trying to keep an eye on these trees and still haven't gotten any more mutations, so kind of itching to get myself one of those chestnut trees so I can start producing more seed oil. Decided also to check on my chicken farm. It's just getting me some eggs. How am I doing? I've got a lot of eggs. Holy cow. Yeah, that's a lot so far. So I'm kind of excited by that. That's interesting. Gonna let that guy run for a little bit longer. If you guys downloaded episode 40's World, you should, or maybe you didn't even notice, but I left you guys a little present. I actually spent a good hour or two exploring some random ages, just the first and the third age, mostly the third one, and got myself a good amount of symbols. So you can see in the biomes, we got a bunch of cool biome symbols. We also got a very important one, which is the single biome. I think it's in there. It is, single biome symbol. That's important because that tells you how many biomes to create in the world, so that adds to the stability if you specify which biomes. So basically, with Mystcraft, the more specific you are and the more accurate with your writing, the less stability you'll have, to the point where there'll be zero stability. You can actually create ages that are completely stable and have no negative side effects, and we will be getting into how to do that in future episodes. But for now, we still need some more pages. We have a bunch of biomes, so we can really specify. We also, by the way, got the Mushroom Island biome, so that's awesome. Also got Wasteland, one of my favorites. Autumn Woods, one of my favorites. So cool. For blocks, we got crystals, which you guys saw. Got some more celestial stuff. Got the dark moon and dark sun. Those basically mean there is no moon and sun. So if you want not to have a sun, that's the way to go. We also got normal moon and normal sun, which definitely helps as well. For world mods, we got tendrils, standard terrain, another really important one for writing books correctly, standard lighting, another really important one. And then we also got obelisks, lakes, flat, end world. You can actually create the end world, and a cave world too. Nice. And then finally, I got a few modifiers like east, full length, half length, and magenta. Cool. So just a few things there that we got between last episode and this one. So we worked pretty hard to get a bunch of cool symbols going on. How is my fuel production going, by the way? Fuel is still pretty high, but looks like we are low back here. Yep, that definitely does not bode well. Let's see what's going on. If we sneak through to, there's no cart here, so... Oh, you know what? I bet because we upgraded, we should have a fixed railcraft. So let's get out this thing here and check this guy out. So if we were to just sync up with frequency 2, I bet the railcraft portal is doing that thing that we want it to do. Yeah, it is. Ha! Told you it would be fixed. So next version of railcraft fixed the buttons such that it holds the cart here even while it's empty, waiting for more oil. So it's no longer bouncing back and forth randomly. And we can assume that we've completely tapped out this oil well. Well, that's okay, because that's the reason that we went ahead and created that biofuel stuff. So what I'm going to do is probably wean myself off of the fuel and switch over to biofuel. That shouldn't be too hard to do, honestly, and we're going to work on that in just a minute. It's actually like really silly easy to do. You'll see how awesome it is in just a moment. So let's get that pump collected, and then out of here we're going to grab our crescent hammer. I should really go ahead and just make the Omni wrench at some point, but we'll get there. Oh, Direwolf, what's the Omni wrench? It's pretty cool. Most things are cool. Basically, if I'm playing with it, it's cool. Now, that's not to say that if I'm not playing with it, it's not cool. There's plenty of cool stuff that I haven't played with yet. There's lots more to do, actually. Yeah, alright. So let's clean up our inventory a little bit here. Put this away. And we can even put this away. Yeah, you can tell I definitely spent a lot of time jumping around Mystcraft ages. Oh, right. You know what I can do? I'm just going to break this and bring it with me. That'll work. Ta-da! Love that part. Alright, I will clean up my inventory full of junk and be back in just a few minutes. Alright guys, I would like to set up something cool. You remember this little area, this room right here? It was my nether portal room. Well, I'm not really using it anymore, am I? The nether portal happened to be a bust. It was not a good place to spawn. So I actually need to break this down because I'm going to repurpose this room. You can tell I've already started repurposing a few rooms and this is just going to be one of them. So why don't I break this room down and I'll be back in a few once I've, remodeled it a little bit. Alright guys, how's this room look? A little bit different than it was a moment ago. Just expanded a little bit, made it odd numbered instead of even. Probably could have relocated some of this ahead of time, but that's okay. We'll do that real quick. Yeah, that's going to be a mess, isn't it? I'll correct this in a minute. There we go. So much nicer. What's this going to be? This is going to be a multi-phased project here, but basically I'm going to build a teleportation pod. That's the plan, at least. What I would like to do is similar to the portal system that I built from my, that I just broke down, that I originally built for my, Railcraft tank cart. I'm going to build a portal system here that's going to use the yellow on this side, and then the output side will always be red. The first portal that I'm going to set up is going to be a little bit different. Let's see. I basically want to place down a pressure plate here, like so. And I'm even going to put a pressure plate here for the door. Cool. Okay, that works. So this way, when I step on this pressure plate, boom, it opens up the portal. Now, just like I did previously, I'm going to need to use some wireless transmitters. So I've got a couple here. Let's go get our screwdriver out. And I want to teleport somewhere. And then I'm going to show you where I'm teleporting to and tell you why. So I can go ahead and use, let's just use frequency 3. We're going to put it back in advanced mode. And we're going to set the name of frequency 3 to portal for now. We'll change it to a more descriptive name later. Cool. So frequency 3 is portal. And we can even set this guy to have a redstone signal that it connects to because that's where this thing is. So we can set this guy up to 3. And then, ideally, when we pulse frequency 3 on the portal remote thingy, there we go, see? So frequency 3 is active, and it's opening up the portal for us. Perfect, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Make sure there's a torch down here just to prevent mob spawns, and we'll close up the basalt brick house. Nice. Where are we going to go? I'll meet you on the other side. Alright guys, so I went off camera here and I decided to set up the other end of this portal. So where does it go? Good question. Let's step through and find out. Ta-da! I'm over by my old friend the village. Cool. Remember this village? I found it like way back early on in like one of the first couple episodes. There's a couple cool things to get here, by the way. We've got this villager here who's trading emeralds for proven frames. That's kind of nice. This guy's trading books for emeralds, and remember I have a bunch of books. So I might actually real quick want to like get set up with those proven frames. They're really nice. Like really nice frames. You can only get them from villagers, but that's not the main reason I'm here. There's something else you can get from villagers that I really want to get, and it's related to what I started working on last episode. What can you get from villagers? Well, you can get, you ready for this? Mystcraft pages. However, you have to wait till you find a Mystcraft villager. That's the real trick. So let's step through the portal here, and I doubt there is one in this village. I really doubt it. So you, give me some emeralds, would you? Yeah, it probably sold you out, didn't it? Yeah, but I got a few emeralds, so that's cool. I can get myself some of these proven frames. So let's see, can I get... Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, look at that. Shouldn't even be able to stack these things, but just because that's the way he sells them, sure, why not? Okay, cool. And, hey, I'll take them. Sure. Nice. Alright, so we do also have the benefit of having this guy here that sells the knowledge fragments. We're going to want them soon for some Thaumcrafty stuff. But I'm going to go bring these proven frames back home to my apiaries because, like I said, they're really, really useful. Let's go ahead and put some 1, 2, 3. We'll probably want to put some in here as well. And here. These are the 3 bees that I'm most interested in. This guy because he produces a lot of honey, and this one for the, the end tier stuff. And then I'll just throw the extra proven frames right in here. Nice. Oh, by the way, I found a steadfast drone in a dungeon somewhere. I forget where. I think in one of those Mystcraft ages that I was exploring. So, we need to start getting more villagers in this village, and we're going to have to figure out how to do that. Now, I know there's a whole village breeding mechanic that you can get to expand your villages, and I'll be honest, with my lack of vanilla knowledge, you guys know I'm terrible at vanilla sometimes. Most of the time. I don't have any idea how to do that. So I'm going to do a little research and then come back, and I think it's something to do with building houses with doors. That's about all I know. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to build houses with doors. But you know me, I'm not going to want to do that in a terribly simple and boring way. Oh no. So I'm going to figure out a nice automated way to expand this village using something that'll be fun. Alright, back in a few. So guys, how am I going to accomplish getting this crazy village built? Well, I think I'm going to use a turtle. Not just any turtle, a crafty turtle. These guys are neat. Let me show you guys what crafty turtles can do. So it's real easy. All you got to use is the top 3x3 grid, so these 9 slots here in the turtle, and treat it almost as if it were a crafting table. So anything that would be able to be crafted in that crafting table can go there. And then you just got to issue the turtle.craft command, and it'll craft those 3x3 slots into whatever's available. Neat. So we have a way to make wooden doors. That's going to be important for our thing. But we've got a little bit of a problem. The main problem we have at this point is how to keep a good supply of wood. At the moment, we can go ahead and put as much wood in there as we want, but we'd really like to keep a large number of it, and we'd like to be able to restock it, because basically, I want this turtle to build houses for me, right? So I'm going to pick him up and go out to where the house area is, and we're going to show you the kind of house I want to build. Now, I've done a little bit of research on how we're supposed to, breed villagers, which is basically what my goal is at the moment, because villagers can have all kinds of useful stuff. Aside from just, your standard knowledge fragments for Thaumcraft, they've also got some forestry stuff, and they've even got some really good stuff for Mystcraft. So I want to get more villagers. So let's look at the type of house I want to make. So for simplicity's sake, I decided to go with a very basic style of house. Now I'm going to need a couple more doors. I think 6 doors is what I need here. So this is a really, really basic house. Just going to do the following here. Let's see. I want to map out 2 blocks here. And yeah, I'm kind of following this along as I go. So let's do it like this. And then I'm going to have a door. And then I'm going to have a block. And then I'm going to have a door. And then I'm going to have a block. And a door, and 2 blocks. Look at me doing stuff in, the style of vanilla. And then you, and then a block, and you, and a block, and you. Hey, that's cool looking. That's a house. And then all we gotta do to make this thing recognized as an actual house is to just go ahead and add some walls to it. And from what I'm reading on the Minecraft wiki, this should do plenty well to make the villagers say, hey look, a house, awesome, I want to live there. And then they will start making more villagers to live in said house. So that's the house design we want to go with. It's basically the doors, as you guys who are more familiar with vanilla than I am, that make a house a house. So now the villagers should be like, ooh, cool, a house. And if we watch, hopefully we'll, get the indication that there's some breeding going on, and we'll start to get more villagers. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that and come back. Hopefully they'll decide to live in that house. But those doors should be sufficient in the design that I built, I hope. Oh guys, look at this. We've got a little baby. Nice! We've got an infant villager here running around. I guess a child. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, we've got one. So looks like my house building has done well. I'm going to wait for him to grow up because that might even be the type of villager I'm looking for. That does look like a Mystcraft villager. So that's cool. What you can see, I've already built 4 houses here. I built them manually because I just wanted to prove to myself that these houses would be considered valid by the townsfolk. And they are. So that's cool. What I'm going to do now is leave these guys be and head back to my main base to get a turtle that can make all this a reality. Nice. I basically want a turtle where I can issue a command and it builds that house. And if I want to, I could be able to possibly issue, like, you know, a command to build multiple of those houses. But I don't want him to have to go back to collect extra resources. That sounds terrible. So what I'm going to do is craft myself a pretty nifty upgrade for this turtle. You can see I've already got the crafty turtle so that he can craft doors, because I want him to be able to craft doors. That's important, obviously, because we need doors on our houses. So that's what the crafting upgrade is for. Now I want to make a resupply upgrade. This is an important item. We're going to actually need 2 of these. We need one resupply module that goes on the turtle, and for that we're going to need a vanilla ender chest, and then we want a resupply station, which requires a resupply module on it. So we need 2 of these, basically. So I need 2 ender chests. What is the vanilla ender chest recipe? I've never made one. Oh, blaze rod, eye of ender. Okay, that's not a bad deal. I can make one of those. I could even make 2 of those. That shouldn't be too bad at all. Thanks to my old friend Equivalent Exchange, of course. Because I really don't have much by way of ender pearls, which makes me feel like I should probably head over to the end eventually and consider paying my old friends a visit. You know, just to let them know I haven't forgotten their past exploits. Okay, so getting some blaze, eye of ender, cool, and I think I had extra obsidian laying around here somewhere. It might have landed in my miscellaneous junk chest. Yeah, that's close to, but not quite enough. So, there we go. That's enough. Cool. Never ever made the vanilla ender chest before. How weird is that? Hey, in fairness, the mod ender chest came first, and it's cooler. So, like, you know, never had a need to make a vanilla ender chest. Sorry, Mojang. The mod one was cooler. I'm just saying, it's a fact, right? Can't help it. I mean, they're cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that the modded version was definitely neat. All right, resupply module times 2. And I got extra stuff because I was babbling instead of counting. And to this we want 4 pieces of iron, and we're going to want about 2 redstone, so I can put 6 of this back. And we're going to want 2 chests, okay? Cool. And to this we do the following. This is the resupply station, which is going to be used along with the resupply module. So let's take a look at how this guy works. All right, I just want to sleep through the night real quick and show you the way this thing works. I'm going to go ahead and place it down here for now, just as an example. All right, so all we got to do is connect up to this guy, right? And there we go. I need my crafty turtle upgraded into a resupply crafty turtle. Cool. Now, what you need to do is you have to place the turtle next to the resupply station. And in there, I'm going to put a bunch of wood. Cool. I'll even get a little bit more. That should be good. And then we can have our turtle run the following command. I want to say it's just link. All right, then we have to do a peripheral wrap. So let's do the peripheral, because I'm guessing the resupply module is on the right. Might be wrong about that. And then we do m.link. True. Cool. So the resupply module has been linked to the resupply station through the power of vanilla ender chests. Nice. Gonna get myself just a little bit of blaze rod. Half a stack ought to do. And while I'm doing this, I should probably do the following. I should probably set the label, but I'll do that in a minute. All right, so let's do turtle.refuel, turn right, and go. All right, yeah, turtle.turn right. I don't want to leave the command line here just because then I'd have to rewrap that peripheral. Okay, yeah, I can't spell turtle. So, these guys are linked, so what can I do now? Well, you want to have at least one of an item in a slot. Okay, so it needs to know what item to resupply with. Now, even though we've only got wood in here, we could resupply with other stuff. So the turtle needs to know what item it's resupplying. So it needs to have at least one of the block in the slot. If you don't have an item in there, it won't work. All right, but all you gotta do is run the resupply command and then give it a slot to resupply. So I'm gonna say resupply slot number 1. You ready? Boom. It stole 64 wood out of the resupply station and resupplied itself. Awesome. So we're going to use this feature to keep the 6 slots here supplied with wood. And we'll probably have some extra slots with wood as well so that he can build with it. And what I want to do is write a program such that the turtle can build one of those nifty little houses for me. And if I write it right, then I should be able to just say, like, build 6 houses, and it will build them all in a row, and it would be awesome. And then, that'll really help with not having to manually build up that village. So I'm going to pick up all this cool stuff. I'm going to break this dude. And I'm going to exit out of here, and we're going to give this turtle a label. Label set village maker. Cool. Alright guys, so I wrote a real quick, simple, like very simple program to handle this. And I'm paste bin getting it to the word house. Okay, and we got it. Cool. Here's the program I wrote. All right. First off, wrap the peripheral on the right, which is the inventory module. I've already linked it to the inventory resupply station. So at this point, what I've discovered, by the way, is when you link these guys, rebooting the computer, server shutdown, quitting your single player world, whatever, seems to keep the link intact. However, if you break the turtle and pick it back up, or break the resupply station and pick it back up, that link is then lost and you have to relink it. So I think as long as we don't break the turtle, this will keep working for us. We're going to find out, though. All right, so I wrote a couple quick basic programs. First off, build wall. Selects whatever's in slot 1, and we want to get a little bit of a supply of stuff in slot 1 through 6, because 1 through 6 is where we're going to be getting all our stuff from, and hopefully I wrote this properly such that it works, all right? So slot 1 is where we're always going to build from, and all it's going to do is it's going to select slot 1, and it's going to place a block, then go up. Place a block, then go up, then place a block, okay? So it'll place a block, go up, place a block, go up, place a block. Then it's going to resupply slot 1 and move on to the next column. The next column command is pretty simple. What that does is it turns right. Okay, so he's up here, he turns right, he goes forward 1, then he turns left, and he goes down 1, 2. Okay, oh, I had him go down 3. It wouldn't really hurt if we left it at 2, or, I'll just fix that though. Right, so no big deal. Save. Then we have the door column command, which is pretty easy. All we got to do is select slot 16, which is down here, and we issue the craft command. And what that'll do is it'll craft us a door and put it in slot 16, because that's where our cursor was before we hit the craft command. Then we place the door, select slot 1, go up 2, and then place a block. So it puts down a door, goes up 1, 2. Hey, we got an Ellen Golem here. That's pretty nice. And then we're good to go. Okay, and then it resupplies everything in slots 1 through 6, and then it moves on to the next column. Next column is real easy. We saw that already. And then we have corner. So what's going to happen is when we run next column, we'll be here. For corner, we want to go forward 2 and then turn left, and then we're facing where that door is right now. Okay, so forward 2 and then turn left. And then finally the roof, you guys can check out the roof program, pretty simple. It just basically builds a roof. And then next house picks up where it left off at building the roof and moves to a position such that it should be kind of right where this is relative to that house. And if everything's working properly, this program should work. And then I call each of these in turn. So I say build a wall, then build another wall, then build a door, then build a wall. And then we move on to the next column. Cool. So we hit the corner there. So we're running the next column command after every wall and, everything pretty much. So I think this is going to work. We're going to run it now and see how well I did. I might have completely failed. This golem might be in the way. I really wish everybody would stop hanging out exactly where my turtle is. Get out of here, Mr. Golem. I could, portal gun him away, but I think we've pushed him enough. Let's run the house command and see how well I do. So it should start running. And it should resupply slot 1 as soon as it's done. Cool. There we go. All right. That's nice. Now, I could have obviously had it building down, but that's no big deal. But let's see if this thing builds the house properly. Oh, dude, that's cool. I'm loving this already. Ha! It built the door such that it was open. That's funny. Right? That's not the end of the world. I've seen worse builds. Could have had him back up one, but no big deal. And he should kind of come along here. Now, this is not an expertly written program. If it, for whatever reason, gets stuck or has an issue, well, there's going to be an issue, but shouldn't be that big of an issue. So if something gets in his way, he's going to kind of get stuck and, derp up and just be a mess, but that's okay. We'll survive. I just want to make sure that it builds the roof correctly and then repositions itself. And it should be resupplying every time it builds that door. Oh, we did something bad. I don't even know what it's doing right now. Okay, that was weird. What did you do? And why did you not work? Alright, I messed up somewhere on the roof. And that's pretty obvious. But, hey, it mostly resupplied. Did we run out of stuff? Is that what happened? Or why did you not resupply slots? Oh, I see. Right, okay. So a couple bugs, let me fix them, and I'll be right back. So one program with my build doors I was doing for I equals 1 to 6. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to actually do 1 through, I don't know, 10. So I'll fix that real quick. That will resupply all the things. Yeah, you heard me. And then for that roof, what did I mess up there? Where is my roof function? How did I mess that up? Alright, let me figure out what I did wrong there. You know, I was kind of standing over the turtle when he tried to move up. I think I could have been in the way of the roof program running. I'm not even going to say that's a possibility. I'm going to say that's a probability. So I'm going to go sleep through this night, because the last thing I want is a bunch of zombies coming and attacking my villagers, which I believe I got a Mystcraft villager to spawn, by the way, which I'm pretty excited about. Also, the more villagers I get, the more emeralds I can farm from them. So I can kind of, you know, trade lots of things for emeralds, you know, maybe even set up a station or something to get a bunch of emeralds off these people. And then, you know, from there, other cool things. So let's just run that house program again. I'm going to do it off camera, and I'm going to let you guys know how we make out. Alright guys, I made a little bit of a code change. I realized where my mistake was. I wrote the roof function before I made it so that it always goes to the next column. So you should be doing something. Attempt to call nil. What did I spell something wrong here? Probably this. Can't believe I spelled something wrong. Turn... Where's my roof command? Ah, yes. Turn left, not just left. Alright, that should work a little better this time, I hope. Gonna run this once more, and hopefully we should be good. I should also get some more wood. Alright, a little bit more wood later. One more time running the house command. Bee villager, get out of the way, please. Go, that way. Get out of the way. Hey, there we go. Come on, roof. Work this time. I'm hoping it will. The main concern I had was if I counted correctly and got it to both do the roof and the repositioning correct, which it looks like. Nice, it did. So the key here is that the last thing the turtle does after building the house is reposition himself to build another house. This is the exact position he needs to be in to build another house. Now, he's not a digging turtle, so he's not, you know, he doesn't have a mining pickaxe on him, so he can't really dig through the ground here and get anywhere else and do other things, but you know what? He does a pretty good job. So I'm going to go have him build just a few more houses for me, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, somehow, some way, my resupply station got unlinked from my turtle. I don't know how, just out of the blue. I don't think I broke it and picked it up. Either way, not a big deal to fix. Just got to move the resupply station, put it next to him. So I'm going to do m.link here, and then he should be linked. And now I can run the house command. I just need to give him, and wow, they're opening and closing doors quite a lot. Just got to put some more wooden planks in this thing. We can leave it wherever we want. I think it's easier to pick up and move the resupply station than it is to move the turtle and then put him back where he belongs without breaking him. So there we go. And now we should be able to run the house command. Cool. So house building is a go, and with that we've already gotten, while I was working on that program and a couple other things, lots of children spawning here. Now what's important is number one, we got more Mystcraft villagers. Ooh, we can trade amber for emeralds. Nice. We still got that bee villager there, but this is the guy I'm looking for. This guy with the yellow stripe in his robe is a librarian, but he's a special kind of librarian that can trade for Mystcraft pages. So this is just another way to get Mystcraft pages. You know, both a nice way to get Mystcraft pages and a really fun build, because I have a turtle now that builds houses for these guys, which is funny. I think that's neat. Just gotta get this guy out of the way of my turtle. Come on, get out of there. That's right, I've got a turtle coming down this path. Like I said, the turtle will get stuck and stuff, but you know what? I wasn't gonna write a whole crazy pathfinding thing. It's really just build a simple house, you know, not, you know, go nuts and be concerned about people getting in the way. Which I guess, you know, once we get to a position where we have a lot of villagers here, that might be a problem, but this was really just a more of a for fun build, and then also a program you guys can go ahead and download. I think what I'm gonna do is, as soon as this guy's done moving, which he's about done with, Perfect. Nice. He built a really good house. I'm going to go ahead and paste bin put the house program. There you go. So it should upload. There it is. So the paste bin command, you can go download that code and just make sure you've got, like I said, the wood in the inventory slots here, and craft yourself one of these inventory link modules and keep some wood in that. And then you should be really good to go. You only need the crafting and the inventory link module. So those are all you need to do to make a house building turtle. Nice. So what I'm going to do is start trading and looking around. Hopefully we'll get some more of those Mystcraft villagers. You can see we're getting a lot of these villagers at the moment. I would like to get a few more of the Mystcraft ones. We've got one already, which is a good start. I'm going to go get some stuff and start trading for some emeralds. So you can see I can get amber for emeralds. This guy's going to let me, that's not anything good. Emeralds for an iron, for a diamond pick, nothing good there. Yeah, let me go look around for what I can get. Ooh. Another amber for emeralds, dude. I think I have a lot of amber too, so that's good. So I need amber. I don't have any cooked fish. What do I look like? I'm not fishing. I don't think I have any way to automatically fish. Alright, there's probably a way to automatically fish, but I don't have anything set up yet. Alright, I'll be back in a few once I've collected a good supply of emeralds. So before I go trade away a whole bunch of amber, I would like to show you guys one use that it does have, which is pretty cool. I guess that, there we go. 4 amber gives you an amber block. This thing's actually really neat looking. I don't think I've ever shown it to you guys. It goes in the world, and if you look really closely, you can see that it's kind of see-through. Like if I put a cobblestone right there, like it's just barely see-through. Like, see that? So it's very opaque, but just a little bit see-through. Neat, huh? So just wanted to show that to you. Boom, get your amber back. So you can stack it in 4 to get yourself, you know, a neat little block there that you can build stuff out of. And it's a really cool looking block. Now this guy trades 4 at a time. Okay, so steal me some emeralds. Now I know that that's going to be like a little thing where he has to refresh his stock. So I got 8 emeralds out of him. What else do we got going on over here? This guy's trading emeralds for those fragments, which I'm definitely going to want at some point. But I'd like to, ooh, books. I have a lot of them, don't I? Ah, he needs to refresh. What else is he doing? 3 emeralds for a bookshelf. I'm not doing that. That's a terrible trade. I want emeralds, not to lose them. What are you doing? Wheat gives me frozen combs. That's not a good trade either. You? Nothing good. Alright, so spending a few minutes trying to find... Well, this guy does 6... that's not so bad. You know, I know it was cheaper to go with the other route, but... Alright, so hopefully these guys start restocking soon. But I am going to go visit that Mystcraft villager because I want to get that birch forest. So we need 3 of these. Now, he will instantly lose stock. So instantly the villager loses his stock of pages. But don't worry, he should resupply relatively soon. And yeah, I am pretty pleased with this build. An automated house building turtle getting me lots of villagers for lots of trades. How cool is that? Nice. Alright, so this guy's trading emeralds for knowledge fragments now too. Okay. So that's neat. I'm pretty pleased. Alright, back in a few. Ooh, now this villager's trading 5 emeralds for standard lighting. The bad news is I think I already have this page, but I gotta, you know, clear his stock and wait for him to refresh just because, you know, that's what I need to do. So now what's he got? Marsh biome. Okay, I'll try that out. That sounds fun. Give him a minute to restock. Oh, you know what? I think I still have my particle effects off. That's why I'm not seeing these little particle effects when they restock. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Where'd my villager go? Hey, there he is, standing on my turtle. 19 for tiny biomes. Ooh, that sounds cool. Gotta get myself more, you know, stuff, though. Alright guys, so I got some good villager trading going on. I got a few pages from Mystcraft, and it looks like we're getting a few other villages there. Just keep in mind that some of the items you get from those villagers, like the proven frames from forestry and the knowledge fragments from Thaumcraft, are only accessible through villagers. The Mystcraft pages, as we saw, there's a couple ways to get those, but I really wanted to have a lot of options for getting emeralds and trading them in for some stuff. I already got a couple cool pages. One of them, and specifically that I'm really excited about, is the noon page, which is a time modifier for the sun. You can specify where the sun is, and you can tell it to always be at noon. So that's kind of like the old style of eternal day. There's one or two other things I need in order to get, set up with, the whole eternal day thing. I think there's one more page I'm going to need that I don't have yet, but hey, I'm there. I'm getting close. So for now, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, we do need to wrap up episode 41. So hope you guys enjoyed checking it out. Next episode is an awesome number. Hope you guys know why. And if you don't, well, you'll figure it out probably next episode. For now, I'm going to let my world, just do its thing for a little bit. I'm actually making a few changes here. I want to put industrious drones in my apiary because I'm just not getting much breeding over there in those, little houses and stuff. The trees are just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, and actually to help that along, I want to get some chocolate frames. That's definitely going to help. Almost to the point where I have enough, saplings. I think I've got 2 still. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That'll kill off that marshy queen quickly, and then we should have an industrious drone coming up soon. Yeah, so still not really getting much by way of tree breeding. I can see one right in there. I want to get to it. There it is. Yeah, so for whatever reason, I'm just not having any luck with the whole tree breeding thing. Keep getting, some saplings that I'm just not excited about. This got me a hill cherry silver lime. So it's a combination breed, but it didn't mutate such that, we did not get the mutation we were looking for to get the walnuts. But we'll get there soon, and then we'll have a good supply of seed oil. Oh, is that another one? What did I get here? Another one, silver lime. See? Keep getting that. Silver lime, hill cherry. So again, no mutation. But hey, at least I got a cherry. Nom nom nom. Nice. And then once we've got the walnuts going on, I'm going to introduce you guys to the multi-block forestry farms, which can be used to harvest and utilize a bunch of walnuts. Once we've got that up and running, seed oil will no longer be a problem. We definitely still have to get to the extra bees stuff, the genetic manipulation stuff that I promised you guys. Oh, there's another one. Let's see. Cross your fingers. Ah, darn. Still another silver lime. See? Just not getting that mutation. I think it's a low chance. I want to say it's somewhere around 10 or 15%. So, just got to keep your fingers crossed. Yep, so extra bees, genetic mutation coming up. Plenty more to get to. So hope you guys have enjoyed checking out the computer turtle building, villager expanding uber awesome turtle. I'm pretty happy with it. It turned out really nice. Simply type the word house and you get a new villager house. And you can run that in a loop if you want. So I could run that like 6 times. And dude, that would be awesome. It would just keep building houses. All right, guys. Direwolf 20 signing off, episode 41. Take it easy.